everybody. Welcome back to Dropkick SoCal. I'm Mooski.
And Ona here.
Indeed. Well, dude, it's that time of year where WrestleMania passes, and, well, let's be honest, it's probably not super exciting right now in wrestling.
Well, nowhere, to be honest.
Pretty much, yeah.
Because WWE, like, it's not even that they're slowing down because of WrestleMania, because it's after, but
Right?
because right now they're building everything for the next one. So
That's true,
obviously,
yeah.
so obviously there's that. But then you would expect AEW to have something good, but lately they're burning uh dumpster, like it's on fire right now because like they're doing stupid things that they're not should be doing.
I know. I mean, I guess they're, dealing with the same troubles that a Coke company would, right?
You
We'll,
would
we'll make,
think.
we'll talk about
Oh,
that
okay,
later.
I'm gonna say this now. He's not on. If he's doing all that, he's not on coke.
I was talking about the Coca-Cola comparison, telling
Yeah,
you, there's that too.
but still, like that's not. How do you say this? Because I wouldn't compare him to that. I would compare him more. Uh, who was it? Because WWE is like the Coke company because they're actually on top of things. AW is like what's that one soda company that was out for a while?
Uh, they were out for a while.
Yeah, it's like they were like Sprite, but they kept changing their name every so often.
It's like Sprite. There's seven.
Oh, okay. Sierra Mist.
Oh, really? Oh, AEW
Remember,
Sierra Mist, dude. I completely forgot about that.
remember Sierra Mist?
I do. Holy shit!
So there was like a time period where it was Sierra Mist, and then they changed their name to something else. Then they changed their name to something else. That's gonna happen with AEW. Remember how I told you that they're not gonna last the 10 years? Right now, they're building that up that they ain't gonna last 10 years.
Ugh. That's why I gotta go to this show in May, dude. Before it goes away, you know.
You might never know. It might be gone before that time.
Ah, don't say that. I mean, well, we'll get refunded, but shit,
Are you sure?
we better.
Are you sure?
We better.
Because he might owe that money to everybody else, though.
Damn. All
Okay,
right, but
well,
yeah. So there's that. We'll talk about a little bit more of that towards the end, but for now, there is some cool. Well, the only cool thing, man, going on right now is the King of the Ring.
that nah, nah,
No,
nah,
you're not
nah.
feeling it.
The King of the Ring stopped being the King of the Ring since 2002. Yeah, since 2002.
Is that when Edge won it?
Yeah, that was the last time the King of the Ring was meant anything.
I mean, and he did go on to become like the fucking radar
Yeah,
superstar.
yeah, but it took him 3, 4 years for that.
True, true. Uh,
But that was like when they were getting their initial push.
right.
That's when people started getting the push. But that's like if you notice the only time, like who was it? I think it was Mabel and Owen Hart, the ones who came out with the whole
The ring, the king gear, and all that stuff.
yeah, in during that time,
Mm-hmm.
like during the classic time. But then like after a while, everybody just like we don't want that. Like, cool, we're the kings of the ring, but they never came out with the actual gear. Then it was Booker T that came out with it with the whole King Booker.
King Booker was awesome.
But with him, he needed it because he wanted to change the character.
And
But
he got the World Heavyweight Championship.
yeah, but okay, cool. But then like when was the next time that they had the King of the Ring that was actually noticeable?
You could say Sheamus.
But that's when it started to suck.
Oh, really?
Because by that time the King of the Ring wasn't meant anything because they stopped doing it. They stopped having prestige. Because the last time they had it was with Booker T, and that was like the last time it actually meant anything.
I mean, I would say with Sheamus, it still meant something for him. He still got pushed
Yeah,
later,
for him, but it didn't mean anything anymore.
like in
Like
general.
like in general. So like right now they're just using the King and Queen of the Ring as like a pay-per-view kind of thing. Like it was like that before, but it meant something more. Like it meant like, dude, like you know how like with the Money in the Bank thing,
Mm-hmm.
that Money in the Bank was the one that replaced King of the Ring.
Right, I could see that.
As far as like it had any meaning, now it just doesn't have any meaning.
Hmm.
'Cause look at what happened with Xavier Woods.
Well, true. I was gonna say, I would say it depends. With Xavier Woods, I mean, it led to him not doing anything. Which
he
cool gimmick for him, but that was
he
about
lost all
it.
credibility, but he should have been pushed.
That's true. Yeah, I feel
He
that's
wasn't pushed.
that's the problem. It's like if you're gonna make somebody king of the ring, push him somewhere towards a championship or something, or even like when William Regal won it, he became like the general manager or something.
Yeah, but the point is that they're getting a push to the world championship, not to a championship, to the world championship.
To the main one.
Yeah,
Yeah, that makes sense.
and the last time that meant anything was when Booker T had it, when Edge had it. So the early part of the ruthless aggression era,
Hmm. I was still, I
early
was
to mid part. Sheamus, that was the last one that was cool, but by that time it didn't have any weight anymore. You know what I
gotcha,
mean?
gotcha. All right, I mean, yeah, I would definitely include Sheamus there.
Yeah, he's like you could put him as the last great one or the last good one, but not it didn't have any meaning.
Gotcha, gotcha. Well, hope this year looks like it might be some hope for that though. Uh, so just for those of you guys watching, we are recording this after what was it?
The
The
Raw.
quarterfinals on Raw, where we saw spoiler alert. We saw what was it? Kofi Kingston was defeated by
Uh,
Gunther. What's up?
how's it spoiler if it was after the fact and you're gonna release this after the fact?
Okay, true, good point. So if you haven't been watching by now, then that's on y'all. But yeah,
Yeah.
Gunther defeats Kofi Kingston, and Jey Uso defeated Ilja Dragunov.
Okay.
Now, at first, it took me a while to understand. Like at first, I thought Ilja, Gunther, pay per view, awesome. But then I realized, wait, they're both on Raw. Oh, we can't get that. Honestly, like again, my pick. I think WWE's gonna go with Gunther. Hopefully.
And they might not.
They might not. Who knows, man? If they don't go with Gunther, then they're gonna give us, more bloodline family crap with Jey Uso facing off against Tomatonga.
Or maybe not. Because remember, Jey Uso's not even in the bloodline anymore.
I know, but there's only
Yeah,
one.
but so there's no connection there for people to say, oh, like the bloodline. No, because Jay's been gone since from the bloodline.
Sure, I guess.
So unless they're gonna, because if they put it, oh, say like a whole bloodline thing, that's a hell of a reach to do that. Unless they in the next couple of weeks they do a certain thing to involve the bloodline with the whole tournament,
Jimmy coming back?
or I don't know, or just to make it make sense. Other than that, there's no whole point to having that match. There's early on in the whole bloodline thing.
Gotcha. Uh, I mean, we'll see, man. But that's like second option though. Like I think it should be either Gunther in the finals. Huh. It's either gonna be he's facing Tomatonga, which I don't think would be good because if you're Gunther's your main guy, you got to make him win.
You
Because
might never,
Tomatonga,
you might never know. You fuck it. LA Knight might win it.
LNF, has he been eliminated yet? Oh no, we're about to find that out.
That's on SmackDown.
That's on SmackDown, yeah.
He might take it. Randy Orton might take it. You never
Can't be
know.
Randy. You never know, but I don't know, man. I don't
But
think
that's the
so,
one
man.
thing he hasn't won yet.
True, but at this point in time, like,
You never
well,
know.
eh,
Because he might have it because there ain't gonna be Tama Tonga because like he just came in.
true, yeah.
It ain't It could be Gunther, but there wouldn't be any reason for Gunther to win it because he's already gonna get up there anyways.
That's true. He's going from general to king. Hopefully, man.
Yeah, nah, it doesn't fit the whole character he has. It
I
might,
mean, it could
but
fit. I think it could work.
it doesn't fit
I don't
because
know, man. I think he could make it work.
it doesn't fit. How is he gonna be a part of a thing called Imperium? He should be called Emperor, not King. It doesn't fit the whole character.
They could work with that.
It doesn't fit the character. So
Nah,
it
they
could
could work
so
with that, man.
it
And
doesn't
even if he
fit.
doesn't choose to do a character, he could at least
It
have.
doesn't
He
fit.
could
It
just win
doesn't
the
fit.
tournament.
It doesn't fit.
I don't know, bro.
I'm not saying he's not gonna win it. I'm just saying it doesn't fit. The percentage of him winning it is not. I'm not saying it's not there. I'm just saying it's probable, but it doesn't fit with what he's gonna go with. It could be. It can be Tomatonga. It could be Gunther. Might not. It could be LA Knight. Might not. We have to wait till we get more of the semifinals and see who's actually gonna be in the finals.
Yeah, we'll see, man.
Because you never know. With the stuff happening on Raw, somebody might just cost Gunther the match. You might never know. Somebody might cost Tamatonga the match.
That's the one possibility. Yeah, costing him. Paul Heyman costing him the match. Who knows? There's been tension there.
And not even him, just like somebody else that just doesn't want him there. It doesn't have to be Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman right now, I'm just taking him out of the equation because he's just there. He's not really doing anything.
I don't know. I feel like he's playing a role. Like there's that tension with like him, like this new bloodline. Roman's not there. He's scared. He can't control them. I kind
Yeah,
of dig that.
but him costing somebody a match from the bloodline right now is not the time. You have to wait till Roman comes back for all that.
So, well, who knows when that'll be?
And that's the thing. You have to wait for him to come back. You can't just do it right now and like speed up the whole thing.
We'll see. Oh, well, speaking of king, let's go on to the queen, man. Uh,
I have no idea what's going on there, to be honest.
oh no. Well, I'll give you my picks. It's either gonna be, actually no. I'm gonna go with Jade Cargill as Queen of the Ring.
Okay.
It's either Jade Cargill. I think the finals are gonna come down to Jade versus Naya.
Maybe. Who knows?
That's a good one.
I don't even know who's in there, to be honest. So
Let's see here. Well, let's see here. I think these last. Let's see here. We have Io Sky. So the finals, well, the semifinals on Raw are going to be Io Sky and what's her name? What's her name? Oh, Lyra Valkyria, the new girl from NXT. Lyra Valkyria, Io Sky. I can't remember everybody who's on the SmackDown, but I know Jade is going to be facing somebody. I can't remember who. And Bianca is also in the tournament. She's going to be facing, I believe, Tiffany Stratton. I think the semifinals are going to come down to Jade Cargill and Tiffany. Huh?
Nothing.
Tiffany Stratton.
So you're telling me, you're telling the whole world, you're telling Levante that Bianca ain't gonna make it? What?
Nope. That's exactly. Well, I mean, yes.
That's a fucking hot take right there.
It's not time yet to put Bianca against Jade.
What?
Especially now. I mean, I would have loved to have seen that, but they put him into a tag team. So now, yeah, if you're gonna put him into a tag team, build him up, cause tension, make that shit explode, have your big match at WrestleMania 41.
Hey, Levante, you heard that shit?
Oh, let me make sure he hears this. That match at WrestleMania 41 with Jade going over. I'm sorry, bro.
Dude, that was a whack ass backlash that they had with the whole fucking tag team shit.
Oh, speaking of that, speaking of Backlash, man, props to Asuka. Did you hear?
I have no idea what's been going on in WWE,
Oh, my
dog.
bad. But yeah, now like a while ago they were talking about how like she got an injury. She was working through that, going through a whole bunch of pain. She dropped the championship belt, and now she's off for a bit. Props to Asuka. Holy crap! It is not easy to do that.
Yeah, but dude, that match was wow. slow. Because I caught part of it with on my phone,
Hmm.
and it was super slow, dude.
Oh yeah. Uh, I didn't get. I couldn't. I can't say anything, man. You see, I didn't get to catch Backlash.
Well, yeah, because in the middle of the fucking day, but
in middle of the fucking day, indeed. And I go into the work. I go into work in the mornings, not out till night. God dang. And we're gonna have to do that again with Saudi Arabia show.
I ain't watching that shit.
Yeah, I can't watch that shit. But oh well. But yeah, I mean, like Backlash was overall pretty damn cool. I mean, like honestly, these foreign countries put us to fucking shame, man.
No, I don't. Keep going.
What?
Like
Keep going.
skip it because that's one of the questions.
Oh, really? Okay. I will skip that. But yeah, France, super. Okay, that means
Okay. The reason why, and I'm gonna say this like again, the reason why they're like they get like that is because that's the whole part of like the sports entertainment out there.
mhm,
Keep in mind, we don't have that out here.
sports entertainment.
As far as the whole chanting goes, as far as the whole um um what do you call it? Because out there, because they have a lot of soccer, so they chant a lot, they scream a lot, they
There's a
actually
lot of that
sing.
influence here. Yeah,
Out there, out here, we don't have that as much. All we do is cheer, like just clap, yell, and we don't do anything but. Out there, they will sing a song when they were saying, what was it? Every time somebody said AJ is phenomenal, they kept singing the song like over and over and over.
and they were
They
singing Randy's too.
in Europe, they have that that's part of their culture. Out here, we don't have that. We're way more quiet than they are.
A little bit, yeah. And
And certain things, we talk more shit than we're supposed to, but they cheer more.
they do. Uh, there's that whole thing, but also the fact that they just don't get too much wrestling, out there or any
No,
really
well, they have their own wrestling promotions out there.
in Europe.
There's wrestling promotions out there.
Mm,
They're not that big like out here, but
true, but
they have their own promotions out there, dog.
yeah, but they don't get like WWE shows or AEW shows. The supposed big guys, that everybody wants to see.
But okay, because of the big guys. Correct. You're right on that. But that they don't have wrestling shows, they have wrestling shows. They have sports shit. They have their own shit.
On a smaller scale, yeah.
But nonetheless, they have it. That's my point. That they still have it. Like out here, yeah, we got WWE, but it's like out here, WWE is like what do you call it? The attention of it. Yeah, there's a lot of people watching it out here, but it's more of the casual fan.
Right.
Out, but if you like out here, the ones that's the actual wrestling fan, they watch more the indie shit because it's a little bit different than what we're already used to the whole WWE setting.
Hmm.
Out there, they have their indie setting, but they watch WWE because it's a whole lot different than their actual indie shit.
Right, exactly.
Like, what do you think? What was that one called? The What Culture Pro Wrestling
Oh,
promotion
WCW?
that they
They
had
were
out
awesome.
there. It was cool because they actually had a lot of international wrestlers out there,
Yeah, like Cody Rhodes, Rey Mysterio.
foreigners, like not just American, like Mexican,
Yeah.
Japón, Australian. They had the todo, but like they were to the point that they didn't like you didn't have to be part affiliated with their promotion to win a championship. So like they actually allowed anybody to win it,
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
and that was like the coolest thing. And but now it doesn't exist anymore because it went under.
It happens. I mean, they still do some pretty good videos and stuff, news outlets
No,
and everything.
well, yeah, because that's what they're known for. But like, it was cool when they had the wrestling shit.
It was, yeah. That awesome Ricochet Osprey match. Shit was sick. Oh, was that? Oh, wait, was that Japan?
That was Japan, and
Oh, I'm thinking of Ray and Ricochet. Man, never mind.
Ray and Ricochet, Ray and Osprey.
There we go. Yeah, no, for sure, man. But yeah, I mean, let's see. Just gotta say, if you guys hear any type of like sawing or buzzing or something, or like hammers, they're making some construction around where I live. So my bad if you guys hear any of that.
You can hear a little bit.
All right. Yeah, my bad, man. It's just they're doing some hardcore wrestling downstairs, with like ECW shit. Alrighty.
Okay.
Alrighty, man. But yeah, I mean, like, there's that. What else do we got? We also got.
Well,
Well, let's talk a little bit about AEW, who is also kind of meh right now. They'll be coming down May 29th. Keep an eye out for Dropkick SoCal, Born Leaders, Reign of Wrestling to be there. Alrighty, guys. Keep an eye out. We got
more.
stuff planned. Look
They
forward
were
to that.
always mad though.
What's up?
They were always mad.
Yeah, well, they weren't always meh,
They
man.
were always mad.
Nah, I disagree with
Dude,
that.
when was the last time that you had a good year?
2022.
2018.
They didn't exist in 2018.
Okay, 2019 then. That was
Their
the
first
last good year. That was the only and good year that they had.
their first year?
Because they still had all the indie people. They still had a good foundation. They had the four pillars that didn't talk shit and didn't do stupid shit yet.
That's true. But I mean, I would say 2022 because I mean, you said it yourself too, man. They lost Cody.
Wasn't he gone before that?
I think he was
Because he was still around in 2020 and 2021.
2021. I think he left towards the end of 2021 because he came back to WWE in WrestleMania 38, which was 2022. But yeah. But yeah, man.
Yeah, it's 2022. Yeah.
2022. Okay, yeah. But yeah, man. I mean, you made a good point. Cody Rhodes was like a huge factor in AEW. More of like the head honcho. He was making good calls and stuff. The actual producer behind the scenes. I feel like once he left, Mr. Tony Khan started to like not just be the money guy, but he tried to also be the guy making things in charge, and he just didn't have experience in that. So
I think he started listening too much to the wrestlers that didn't have a leash on them.
yeah, you can't let your employees run the business place. You can't.
And in AEW, you can slowly tell it's the Young Bucks. They're one of them. Because obviously it's not just one, it's like a whole bunch of them, but they're the primary ones. And then he also listens to one thing that we tell Muskies to stop reading. He focuses too much on the dirt sheets.
I could see that. Yeah.
And so, like, because keep in mind, he's still a wrestling fan no matter what. But the thing is,
Still
he's,
thinks too much like a wrestling fan.
yeah, it's like too much of a wrestling fan. Like, dude, like, cool. But you got to think about it as a booker. Like, you would have thought that he would have learned something from Cody. Or at least something from JR that he's still around a bit
He used to
from,
be in talent relations. Yeah.
or from any of the ones that actually came from WWE that were like the actual legends, not the ones that got kicked off like right off the bat, like Tony Storm or Swerve, but like more like Edge, Christian, like that. They were there for a while. They actually learned something, a thing or two about wrestling from like from the older heads.
Hmm.
You would think. I would think.
Yeah, no, it makes sense though. But yeah, man, I mean, like, yeah, we'll see how that goes. But I mean, like you said, who knows, man? How long we have until that company stays afloat?
Dude, it's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna last a decade.
Yeah, you might
Because
be right,
right,
man.
because right now, how many years does it have? Like 6,
2019, 2020.
5,
I think 5. Yeah.
dude, and it's just barely 5 years old, and it's like already trying to compare itself with WWE. That's been around since what, the 60s?
Give or take. Yeah. 70s. I don't know.
Because it was around since Vince Senior.
That's true. Yeah.
So I'm like, God, no, and you know what's even worse? Like WWE was connected with the NWA.
True, true,
So
yeah.
it was part of like one of the original wrestling promotions out here. And I'm just saying, man, AEW is gonna be like, I just want to see what happens with to the people that were like eight massive AEW fans that just like started throwing shit around to start fire. I want to see what happens if that happens.
I mean, what's the point of tribalism, God damn it.
There's no point to it.
There really isn't. Like, come on, guys. Either watch it, you like it, cool, you don't, whatever.
What the?
But yeah, I mean, like, one thing right now, man, I feel like I mean, it just started, so who knows? Maybe it'll lead up to something, but everybody was super hot on Swerve Strickland. He finally became the champion. And
Mhm.
do you know who he's facing at Double or Nothing? The wrestling world's greatest father, the patriarch, Christian Cage.
Fine.
I don't know. Uh, I honestly don't know. Uh, but yeah, I mean, they did some kind of connection where, like, when Swerve was a heel, remember how he attacked Nick Wayne, Darby Allin's friend and stuff? They made some kind of connection there, but yeah, it's kind of like,
Yeah, then it should have been Nick Wayne versus Swerve, not Christian versus Swerve.
I guess so, yeah. I think they're really just I think they're just getting a veteran to like push younger, like an uprising star, which will work. But again,
Yeah,
leading
but you already got that from Samoa Joe.
good point. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There's no point anymore.
He's already up there.
And then keep in mind, Swerve isn't a new guy.
True, true.
He's been around the wrestling business for a while.
For a while, he's starting to get hot now, though.
And I'm like, dude, if anything, it should be like his turn to start putting the younger kids up. Not saying he dropped the belt, but like start wrestling the younger folks.
Hmm.
You know, because if you end up giving the title, let's say he dropped the title to Christian, Christian ain't gonna defend it against no new talent
Ugh.
because he's already on the injury prone list too.
That he is. That he is.
Like you can't give it the edge because he's injury prone and he's what TNT champion.
He's the TNT champion. Yeah.
So that's mistake number one. Mistake number two would be giving another injury prone wrestler one of the major titles.
True, true.
So I'm just saying, dog.
Nah, I mean, like, I could see that, man. I mean, like, Christian Cage, cool match, but like, there's just nothing going in it.
Yeah, there isn't. Like if they were all like hardcore Holly, you know why I'm saying that? Okay. So like a while ago on IG they posted why that hardcore Holly was one of the toughest wrestlers that WWE ever had. Because there was a match he had with RVD in their version of ECW where he gave him a suplex from the apron to a table. And Hardcore Holly, he got a big ass gash from the table.
I've heard of that.
And they showed her like a couple of days ago, and he was bleeding the whole time, and he finished the match. And they're saying, dude, Hardcore Holly was one of the toughest guys in WWE.
That's for sure.
And nobody in the wrestling world nowadays could do that. I mean, there's a few, but not everybody could do that no more.
Interesting.
I'm not saying go out there and start bleeding in every fucking match like John Moxley, but I'm just saying like the whole point is like that dude went through injury after injury after injury, but he still could pull off a match. If Edge and Christian get injured, can they pull off a match?
Definitely not because I mean they're already old, man.
So was Hardcore Holly when he got that?
How old was he?
Dude, he's ancient, dog. That fool was one of the wrestlers from the 90s, like early 90s.
What was he, 40? Because Edge right now is 50.
How old was Hardcore Holly?
I don't
Because
know, man. Because I know Edge and Christian are like in their 50s, dude. So they definitely can't be doing anything like. I mean, like Edge can't be going through flaming tables like he did at WrestleMania 22 and shit like that. You
Well,
know,
no, well, yeah, well, he did more crazier shit um than than Holly, but yeah. Okay, let's say it's 2006.
2006.
He's
How old is he now?
61 now.
He's 61.
Yeah.
He's 61. 2006.
Uh,
Looks like he would have been in his 40s, mid 40s, 61,
43.
43. Okay, so he was just about
In
ready
the
to hit
same
that,
age range.
give or take, yeah.
But yeah, like, okay, yeah, Edge and Christian have a little bit more because they've done more tables, they've done more ladders, they've done more
They've had
chairs.
more serious injuries too, like Edge with his neck and stuff.
Slaughter was Hardcore Holly.
With his neck?
Yeah.
Dang.
He actually injured his neck, fool.
Oh, it's
That was the whole fucking beef he had with Brock Lesnar.
that's right, where he fucking like he landed wrong and shit.
Yeah.
He wore a neck brace, right?
Yeah.
That's right, that's right.
And that's what's been around. So I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows, man? I mean, to me, I think Edge is just going to. He wants to, like, he wants to finish off his career with the guy he started with, Makes sense. He's not going to be doing anything too big in AEW. Do a few things here and there. One championship run. Have one final thing with Christian, and boom.
Man, all I know is that they somehow fucked up that whole timeline.
What, the whole thing
Cause
with him and Christian?
yeah, cause I'm like, dude, they should have done it when the Hardys were still there.
Eh,
Because that was one of the main feuds that made Edge and Christian. That was the one main feud that made the Hardys.
true, yeah. Would have been cool, but you got to go with what you can get, man. And plus,
Yeah. What?
I think Matt is out now. He's back in TNA.
No, yeah, he chose to leave, and even Jeff is choosing to leave.
Yeah, I could see that. I think he still has to finish off like his contract or something, right? Coming off of
No,
he's.
it's not. It's not frozen though.
Oh no, it's not. Oh, interesting, interesting. All right, so yeah, he might be leaving soon.
Yeah, he's on his way out too. Because from what I've been seeing, he's not. He doesn't want to. He's not doing the whole charismatic enigma thing. He's not doing the whole Hardy Boys thing anymore.
Awesome.
He some of the stuff that he does on his IG, he starts wearing a mask now. I think he's actually like wising up and so like, you know what, I don't want to be here anymore.
I mean, he's already done everything, man. Probably best yeah.
And then like with Matt, he's doing the whole theatrics thing again, which is cool, which he shouldn't have left in the first place. Because right now, who knows the what was it, the broken verse
Mm-hmm.
would have been bigger than what it was.
Perhaps, yeah. Indeed, man. Alrighty. No. Speaking of that, man, anything in the Indies?
There's some stuff from Mexico, but not as far as indies goes, not really.
No, interesting. Well, actually, I've been hearing is Vampiro gonna have some kind of farewell tour?
Yeah, he's on that right now.
He's out there right now doing shows as his last run.
Yeah, he's gonna have his last show in a few days.
Oh shit, man! Yeah, I've
I
been
posted
seeing
it on IG. I posted it in
on
our fucking
ours.
story.
On ours, I didn't see that.
Yes,
What?
that was like a couple of months ago. Like I
A
posted
couple of
it.
months ago. Wait, what the fuck? I
Yes,
didn't know. I must have not known it was like his farewell tour that time.
yeah. I told you that he was gonna do it.
All right, I guess we're getting closer and closer. So, all right, we're getting closer to that, man.
Yeah, he. Well, he was already out, but because he does little shows in between for independent companies in Mexico, like he just saying like he doesn't want to do it anymore.
I mean, he's already done everything he can too.
Yeah, and that he's like the thing that he's like worried about is for his um Alzheimer's, whatever he had
Oh
to kick
no, for
back in.
real?
No, he doesn't have it fully,
Okay.
but he doesn't want that to like reactivate.
Oh shit.
And
Shit.
he's like one of the spokespersons out there in Mexico. that promotes smoking weed because that's the thing that helped them out with the whole brain.
Oh shit, he should hang out with RVD.
No,
He should.
not like that. Not like that.
Oh, okay, okay.
And
That type of okay.
but he might not actually might want to hang out. He doesn't want to hang out with him anyways.
Okay, gotcha.
Because RVD and him, it's not the same attitude.
Gotcha.
But yeah, so from what I've heard, that he's gonna retire, but it's not even so much on him wanting to like do the farewell tour. It's more of him helping out AAA.
I mean, yeah, that makes
Because at the
sense.
end of the whole thing, they're gonna be the ones who gain the money from the fans that come in for Triple
That's
Mania and
true.
all that.
That is true. All right, well, dang, man. All right. Hopefully, we can find that on YouTube or something, man. I would
Yeah,
love to.
you might like 3 4 months after the second Triple Mania.
Whatever. Triple
and,
Mania
and
is just the
and
whole.
it's never gonna be on the same day. It's gonna be a while after.
Gotcha.
It's not like Consejo. Consejo actually puts their stuff up like right away.
Yeah, no, I like that. Yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, man. So you got some CMLL noticias.
Well, not so much noticias, but like I started watching it again,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, dude, that shit's been interesting, man.
Are they still doing the thing where it's like there's like a little CMLL kind of like AEW ROH kind of partnership?
As far as that goes, I have no idea
Gotcha. Well, been going on in?
because I completely told myself that I am not watching AEW or WWE from now on. I want to focus more on the Mexican side of the wrestling
Hmm.
because like they got more interesting shit out there, to be honest.
Cool.
And I started noticing that what was it earlier today? I started noticing like the wrestlers that they have now. Like, yeah, they still got Volador Jr., his old ass that won't retire. They got fucking Ultimo Guerrero. I'm like, dog, dude, you look like the dude that sells carnitas. Like, dog, you should
Ah, shit.
you should start wrestling, dog.
La
But like,
Parca still shows up from time to time too.
yeah, but like the point, well, but that's Triple A.
Triple. Oh, we're specifically CML. All right.
Your mouth right now. But like, but you start noticing like, oh shit, like they don't really have favoritisms in who wins or who doesn't. And then I started noticing, I didn't know there was a wrestler named Flip Gordon.
Flip Gordon,
Yeah,
like a foreigner in Mexico
yeah.
from
And
here.
I don't know where he's from. And he wrestles out there. I think he wrestled last Friday, and it was for the World Middleweight Championship
Oh, nice.
against Templario, and that was a good match. And like, oh shit, I could finally watch wrestling with no fucking promos. Let's do this.
There you go.
Oh
Yeah, I
yeah,
mean,
for anybody wondering out there, I fucking hate promos. I fucking hate them with a fucking passion. Ask me a question about promos, I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
I gotta hear you and Levante talk about this.
I know he's gonna start this shit up, but like
I'm kidding.
no, not you, him,
Oh,
because we actually like they should see what we saying in the fucking Instagram. We just talk
all right.
shit back and forth, but like I hate promos. If there's an important part to the storyline, cool. But not every motherfucker in the fucking roster needs a fucking promo.
True, and some people just can't pull it off.
You know, some can't. Like I agreed with Levante, was it last weekend when he said that Solo Sikoa can't do a promo? He
Really?
can't do a promo. I'm like, just grind, say something, or don't even say something, just like make a noise. Let the two assholes you brought in, let them talk and see if they can talk. Like you don't need to be the mouthpiece because he's the enforcer or was the enforcer. You don't need to talk anymore. So so I know it's like certain shit from WWE, but like I'm like fuck you guys.
Gotcha.
or
So, go
or
ahead.
I was
But
saying we don't really need Cody Rhodes to come out every to open every show with a promo.
hmm,
Who was
so
that? Who was the one guy that used to come out like every show that it to do a fucking promo, and he would start the show with every promo. There was a wrestler that did that for a while for like a good span like of his
that sounds like
like
almost everybody.
yeah, but it was like one some like somebody specifically that did that every show.
Uh around what year?
I think it was during the Vince McMahon time.
Vince McMahon time.
When he would do the same damn 6-man tag team match.
Well, that spans quite a long range. Dang, I can't remember.
It's either that or I'm mixing everybody all together into one.
It probably. I mean, whoever the top guy is has always got to come out say some shit. I don't
or or Tony Khan coming out every other week saying, "Oh, I got a special announcement."
know. Oh
I'm
crap.
like, motherfucker, you just said something like 2 weeks ago. You should have said that back then.
He's at a restaurant. The waiter asks him, "Would you like soup or salad?" Next week, AEW. Tony Khan has a special announcement.
I'm like,
I don't,
motherfucker.
I don't know. I've been thinking
No,
about making that meme, but I don't know.
no, yeah, yeah. Well, but the point is, Consejo Mundial right now, even though it's one of the oldest companies in Mexico, they're still pulling that off.
Because they've
Because
always just focused on that, the lucha libre, not
it's
so much the
all
theatrics of it.
it's the whole wrestling mindset of it. Because AAA is the opposite. They focus more on the whole extremes part. Let's see, the whole promo, all this shit from out here.
The characters and the gimmicks and stuff.
And Consejo is like, nah, we're gonna focus on the wrestling part. We're gonna focus on more. Why is why is Blue Demon fighting El Santo? Like they have history, but the point is, it's all told in the ring. But like, I love that shit
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it's more like traditional wrestling. So it's like I love that. But yeah, but recently they're putting up younger talent, and it actually fits the whole thing. Like you could tell who's gonna rise up and be the next head of that company
There we go. There
or
we go.
face of that company. And AAA, I don't know what they're doing. I know Blue Panther, Blue Panther Jr., and I can't remember who else. They fought last weekend too. And I'm like, damn, his old ass is still fighting. Damn. Like, yeah, Ruko, sit down. But other than that, I don't know if the whole AEW shit with CMLL and because I don't know what the hell's going on. I know in AAA they want to put Latin Lover as head of talent.
Oh, really? Oh, whoa.
Not the head of talent. He's gonna get a position in, but like in that area.
In the relations kind of thing, right?
Yeah,
Talent relations? Huh.
or something like that. But it's like he's getting an official position. He's not gonna be talent.
All right, that makes sense.
Like his old dad's hurt his back too. So I'm like, come on, man.
Gotcha, gotcha.
But
Uh,
but yeah, but like everybody from out there, they're showing that they're pulling it off.
indeed, indeed, man.
I just want to see how Japan is doing because I haven't heard anything from out there.
Same, dude. I haven't heard too much. I think, well, I know that shit, who was it? Tetsuya Naito was the heavyweight championship for a bit, but then did he drop it to John Moxley?
Yeah,
He did drop it to John Moxley, huh?
yeah.
Yeah, so there's that. So John Moxley is the NJPW World Heavyweight Champion right now.
I didn't know David Finley was the fucking head of the Bullet Club.
I think so, yeah, man. They just had a show here in California too.
Yeah, I didn't know he was the main head though. I,
Yeah.
I always thought it was Jay White.
Well, I think Jay White's more focused here on AEW now. So now, yeah.
Yeah, because last night I looked it up and they were saying that the reason why David Finley's the head of it is because Jay White was the head of it during COVID.
Mm-hmm.
but because you couldn't just travel everywhere, so they split the group into like three different factions. Because um
Gold,
uh
all that shit.
Gold Budweiser is Jay White, and then you have Evil that he's the one in charge where Jack Perry's at now,
Gotcha, gotcha.
which I'm like, what the fuck? And then there's Bad Luck Fale, who's in charge of the originals, I think. And then you have David Finley, who's in charge of the whole thing. Which
Interesting.
which
It's
I'm
already.
like, huh?
Now I was gonna say the leaders usually always got to be like one of those foreign kind of heel guys, right?
Yeah, it can never be
Yeah,
from Japan.
yeah, that's the whole point.
That was the whole fucking point.
Yeah, and he's Finley's son too, right?
Yeah, that's his actual son.
Fuck yeah, already. But yeah, so it seems to be exciting going on in the other wrestling parts of the world, you know. And did you
Uh,
know this? Something about Mexico. I think in AAA. I didn't know this, but like I found out that Vikingo had to relinquish the championship. The injury he had was too serious. He was going to be out too long. Did you
yeah.
hear who won it?
About in the mother, I have to look it up.
No problem. So I think when he lost it, I think it went on to one of the worst people in the world. Oh, I'm sorry. It went to El Patron, Alberto El Patron, and then he
Oh,
had
you still on that shit?
whatever. I mean, how could you do that to? Never mind.
Hey, 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 hey. Okay, you might be like that, but
Yeah, whatever.
I'm not. You gotta learn how to separate the fucking character from the wrestler,
I know,
dog.
man. I'm all right, whatever. I know.
Because we're gonna start this whole fucking Chris Benoit shit all over again.
Crispin, watch. Oh, come on. Okay, whatever,
You know
whatever.
what I mean?
I know. All right. But yeah, point is, El Patron had it, and then he dropped it to Nick Nemeth.
And
Formerly
that's the
known.
stupidest shit Triple I have ever done.
I'm gonna
The
admit that
stupidest shit they've done.
it was kind of weird. Is Nick Nemeth just like? Is he like a free agent everywhere, or is
No,
he signed with AAA? Or
when you're in TNA, you're allowed to go anywhere.
so he's still in TNA?
Yeah, he's in TNA.
Okay, so there.
Because remember, they're not like the AEW and they're not like WWE where you have to stay there. In TNA, they're allowed to go anywhere.
I mean, that's pretty cool, I guess.
That's what fucking Matt Cardona is under.
Oh, really?
Because he didn't sign with anybody, so he's allowed to go anywhere the fuck he wants.
Right, he's the indie king.
And look at him now.
He's
Nobody
making money.
he and what like when he was in WWE, he couldn't get past the fucking mid card. Now he's the fucking top card for every
Man,
company he goes to.
his whole freaking journey, man. That's a whole episode for another time, though.
Okay, but the reason I'm saying it was a stupid reason to give Nick Nemeth that title is like, dog, that's your main title. Give it to somebody from Casa.
I could see that.
Like, don't okay, Alberto del Patron, fine, he's from Mexico, but he was what do you call it? The interim champion. He wasn't the champion. He didn't win it from Vikingo.
Sure, I could see that. Yeah.
If you're gonna give it to somebody that's actually gonna represent the country, or not even the country, just the fucking the triple A, give it to somebody from triple A. Don't give it to somebody that's fucking gonna be there only fucking part time.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Like, and that's where fucking what's his fucking name? The fucking the owner, the manager, the whatever the fuck.
Oh, Peña, right?
No, he's dead. The
I know.
the
I'm
the
talking
one
about
that
his wife or whatever she is,
she's
right?
not in charge.
Then who's in charge? I don't know who's in
The
charge.
the 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 his kid.
Isn't his kid's name also Peña? I don't know.
No, it's something Dorian.
Ro, do, do, uh, I know who you're talking about. I know who you're talking about, but
Well,
yeah.
his dumbass, he's another Tony Khan. He doesn't know what the fuck he's doing.
Oh shit.
Like, dog, give it to somebody from Casa. Don't give it to fucking Namath. Namath ain't gonna be there.
He's not.
And if he's a fucking part-timer, you just fucked up the whole fucking company. Because that's your main belt. Like, yeah, you have a world title belt, but that's the one that matters the most. The Mega Championship, el Mega Campeonato, is the one that matters for AAA. That's the one everybody wants to get. Not the World Heavyweight Championship. They want to get that one. And if they're giving it to a foreigner,
We're not gonna see it often.
no. Like they should have signed his ass and said, like, no, your ass is staying here. Like your
Probably
ass
should have, yeah.
Like your ass is not going to TNA anymore. Your ass is not going to go to AEW. Your ass is not going to go where the fuck you had idea going. And your ass is going to stay planted right here because you have to defend the title every time.
Would have been a smart move on them.
That was a dumbass move, dude.
Yeah.
And
All right.
you have no idea how long I've been holding this rant since I found out, dog.
Oh shit.
And I'm like, oh my god, these ones are fucking idiots.
Well, hopefully he'll drop it eventually, man. I mean, I
He's
doubt.
gonna have to,
Well, yeah,
because there's no way he's gonna have a long ass title run. And if he does, that's a dumbass mistake from the company.
kind of, yeah. Well, speaking about dumb, you want to talk some stuff that at least I'm gonna say two people have, or at least just whatever. You want to hear what Tony Khan has said?
What do you say?
Uh, well, first of all, so far, I mean, it was. I feel like it's been up and down, dude. Oh, and speaking about the Mexican version of Tony Khan too, right?
Yeah.
I feel like it's been very up and down, you know, like last time we had that episode with Levante, like he did pretty cool thing where it was like he got attacked and he was selling it with the neck brace and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't remember if it happened that exact same day and we hadn't found out yet, but did you see that thing where like when he was getting interviewed during the draft and shit? You know where I'm
It,
going with that?
it was the same week.
The same week. Oh my god.
You know what's funny though?
What?
I talked to my dad, right?
Mm-hmm.
I was like filling him in on certain shit, and I asked him like, Dad, like, what's I want your opinion on something. He was like, what? Like when you used to work in the fucking in the factory or whatever the fuck the medicine plant where he used to work at, like did your bosses ever mention the opposing company's name ever? He's like, no, because they're not stupid enough to mention a opposing company to anybody, whether it been in an interview, whether it been about stocks, whether it been out in public, whether it been to the same employees. You don't mention another company to anybody. Like, because in doing that, you're gonna lose money. Because the point is, you don't want the people to know that there's another company that might be doing better than you.
Gotcha, gotcha.
And if you're trying to motivate people, like you motivate them, whatever, but you never mention another company. And if you do it in a interview or if you're doing while being recorded, you might get sued from that, especially if you're trying to like defamation kind of shit.
Like slander?
Yeah, which was what Tony Khan tried to do,
Yeah.
and I'm like, okay, and that was like he was the one telling me this, and I'm like, yeah, so that pretty much runs in all companies,
Mm-hmm.
and so when I say that AEW is not gonna last the decade, dude, that fool is being the hell out of that shit.
God, indeed, man. But yeah, so Yeah, that's not looking good on their end. It was going pretty. I was digging the elite shit, but again, I mean, kind of like you were saying, try to separate that shit from the actual, But yeah, basically, Tony Khan was on, and he pretty much said like he compared himself. That's what I meant when I said Coke, not the other thing. Okay,
Yeah, but both of them actually they have something to do with each other, but that's a whole different story.
yeah, that's a whole different story. Or as Hulk Hogan would call it, vitamins. Okay.
Well, I wouldn't trust Hulk Hogan for saying anything, anyways.
Why trust Hulk Hogan? Okay, but yeah, but yeah, basically he said, we're the Coca Cola company, and they're should I mention the name? You guys already know.
No, no,
No,
don't
you
mention
already
it.
know what I said. You already know what he
But
said.
okay. Now this is when you really know this was a dumbass because I'm like, what does the Coke company have to do with that fool? Where is the fucking comparison? There's
I
no fucking comparison.
well, here's the thing.
Remember how we started the episode? I said WWE is like the Coke company because they own different companies. They're
Right,
making revenue.
and
AEW
AEW was more of a Sierra Mist.
missed. There's a good comparison. He could have gone with that, and nobody would have gotten mad, or WWE would have
Right,
gotten mad because they got mentioned. But this dumbass, not only did he shot himself in the leg, but he poured gasoline on the fucking open wound.
damn.
And the lighter that's like in somebody else's hand, we're just waiting for like see who like throws it at his foot and sees the whole thing burn up. You know
Jack
what I mean?
Perry. Never mind. But I think well, I think honestly, I think what he was trying to do, he was trying to make that comparison to Vince McMahon because
Yeah, but
but
no
he's
matter
not in the
no
company
matter
anymore.
but no matter if you even say that, there is nothing that's gonna save him from what he said.
For making that comparison overall.
No, from saying that on TV.
Okay, yeah, but on TV it makes it
He
look.
said that live. There is nothing in this world that's gonna save his ass from that.
I could see that.
Like, if you would have said that behind closed doors, that's whatever, and you could have said, "Oh yeah,
Or on a crazy rant on Twitter.
no. If somebody heard, because in the creepy rant, that's still nobody could have saved them. If somebody would have said, "Oh, so and so said that Tony Khan said this," then Tony Khan could have said, "Like, nah, somebody misheard. I never said that." He could still get away with it, but because he said it live on TV, live on the fucking network, there's nothing that's gonna save him from that.
No, there isn't.
When that shit blows up, because right now it's still ground zero, still how do you call it? Godzilla hasn't woken up yet.
Uh oh.
That fool is still dormant. Once that shit hits him hard
Yeah,
and everything goes nuclear for AEW, nothing is gonna save him from that.
true.
That's why do I believe all the stuff that is being said about him? No. I just believe he's just a fucking dumbass.
Mm. I also feel like he's just stuck in 2019. He still thinks they're the little company who's making it, but
And they are still the little company. They're not making it anymore. They're still that
not
little
anymore.
company. You know?
Yeah, nah.
Because this fool, like one thing I think his dad should have told him is if you're gonna be the boss of something, you're not allowed to be speaking stupid shit.
I mean,
Like
I
if you're
think
gonna trash talk, but you can't be saying stupid shit. This was over here making saying stupid shit. I think he's been saying stupid shit for a while, but now that the people are noticing, it's since the whole CM Punk thing.
CM Punk thing, ugh, boy,
And now like he's trying to find a way to get him try to be like the babyface owner,
you can't.
which I'm like, dog, that ship has sailed.
It's
That ship is the Titanic, and that ship has sailed and sunk.
yeah.
Fucker.
I feel like he just hasn't got. You see, because I'll give it to them in the beginning, you know. Vince was still in charge, still product. AEW was something new, an alternative, great.
Yo,
To me,
no,
man,
yeah,
it was once Vince left, then we started seeing changes in WWE. And I feel like Tony just hasn't recognized that. Like, bro, they're getting
no.
better. Stop saying shit about them.
Well,
And I
well,
feel
the
like
thing is, no, and the thing is, it wasn't even since Vince left. It was since 2020 because because they started putting okay, AEW started putting more wrestlers. Cool, they started signing more wrestlers, which
a
was perfect.
lot more.
Yeah, which they had to let him go because of Mercedes Monet, because they had to let him go because of CM Punk. Not you, to you know who, not Punk. The other for that likes the other person. Okay, so yeah, so but thing is, Vince was okay. He was getting good ideas at first after the fucking pandemic. He started doing let's do the theatrical shit. Let's do this. Let's do that. He started doing different shit, to make it more entertaining. Yeah, was he still producing the same fucking matches? Yes, but it started
Same
to get
crap.
but it started to get a little bit more entertaining. It was
Mm.
I said a little bit, not a lot. It was like it was trickling. But by the time that the first time that he supposedly left, that's when WWE started to get more interesting because now people were watching because we wanted to see what Triple H was gonna do.
And boy, was he doing good.
And then okay, yeah, Vince came back, but the ball didn't stop rolling. It
He
started
wasn't
getting
fully in charge.
better. It was getting better, and it was getting better, and it was getting better. Yeah, the whole bloodline was helping carry the whole fucking pandemic that whole
Indeed.
time, which it did. Like people could fucking hate the bloodline, or they could love it. I just hated that they had a long ass mother 30, 40 minute matches at the fucking card, and you couldn't go take a proper Duke because if you did, you'll miss the whole fucking card
Pretty much.
or the whole fucking match. But it's not that since Vince left that it started to get better. It was already getting better since the pandemic, but no, but it wasn't a lot. It was just like slowly dripping down, and then it made it to a big ass snowball, then a big ass snowball, then a big ass snowball, and it got better. And then all it took was the fucking pandemic for Vince to realize, oh shit, we actually gotta do something better because everybody's at home. They can't come here. Like, yeah, did it get stale for a minute? It did. But AW, they went from being, oh shit, this is the best alternative to, oh my god, what the fuck are they doing?
Yeah. They lost sight of the road, man.
Literally. Even
And
though
figuratively.
even though they have one of them in it, but they're not listening to him. They just have him as talent.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah.
And there's nothing. I mean, Sting could have been there from WCW, but that fool has talent that has years of experience, like years. I think Jerry Lynn is still there. I think Dean Malenko's still there. He
I
could have
think so, man.
lived.
Morris produced.
I think they could have listened to him. But also keep in mind, WWE, they have producers that were wrestlers not that long ago. Fucking hell, Bobby Roode was the one who helped produce the final story match,
Hmm.
and nobody like what the fuck, Bobby Roode, and
Much.
that was and he put in the theatrics. He helped put everything up there. But like what we're starting to see now is that the not so much the talent, but also like the camera crew, they get more
Ah,
liberty
fuck yeah. I love the
to
new
do what they
camera stuff.
want. And but yeah, like they had to wait till Vince fully left. But I mean, they've always been better. WWE has always been the better product.
Mm.
Except 2018, 2019. Other than that, they've always been the better alternative for wrestling. Because like I was just saying, the last time that I considered AEW to be the best one for that year was 2019 because they were doing something different. Once they started to have like that second year, that's when like, oh shit, like you kind of fucked up here
The original plan.
because they stepped away from the original part. Because there were like they had a whole bunch of wrestlers that weren't signed anywhere. They put them together and they all produced something good. What happened to Joey Janela? He did a whole bunch of crazy ass death matches. He's fucking back in the indies because these fools didn't want to do no more blood, but yet they give all the fucking death matches to Adam Page or John Moxley.
Yeah.
But if they would have left Joey Janela there, he would have produced better death matches. If they would have signed Lance Archer when he was there, he would have produced better death matches. If they would have signed Jeff Cobb, they would have had fucking heavyweight that could actually fly. If they had like there's a whole bunch of stuff that they fucked up over the years because they wanted to have people there, like cool, but they didn't want people to start wrestling everywhere like how they used to.
Gotcha.
And it started fucking up since that. Like at
Well,
WWE now, they're letting people fucking wrestle in GCW.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, Shayna Baszler and stuff. That's
Like,
awesome.
like WWE's now opening up their doors. AEW over here, like dumbasses, they're closing their fucking doors. Even though they have like one door in Mexico, I'm like, okay, but what about Japan? What about all these other indie companies?
Yeah, we'll see, man.
So I stand on this shit that the last time AEW was good was 2019. That was the last time they were good because the 2020 era, the whole COVID era, which was like what the 2-3 years.
I think everybody wants to try to forget that.
No, they. I'm not gonna say they didn't produce good shit. They produced good shit, but there was a lot of shit that I'm like really, dog. Like they were so bored. They had like no that much people. They had Brandon Cutler versus Peter Avalon to see who gets the first motherfucking win.
Hmm.
I'm like, dog, that is like the super Indian shit. And the only way that Brandon Cutler won was throwing in his fucking D&D dice into the ring to help him win that match. But that shit was original to AEW then. Now if they do that shit, it makes no sense. But like early AEW, that shit was badass. Nowadays AEW is like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a whole bunch of hate from everybody, but like I don't give a
Ah, don't worry
fuck.
about it, man. That's what happens. You know? It's not the first time we'd get any shit, you know?
Yeah, but you haven't said shit. I'm gonna get it.
Yeah, all right. Well, we really, I guess we only have like two more things to talk about, or,
Do it one shot so we could do the next one and just the questions.
yeah, sure, we could also just go to questions. I mean, well, first of all, I mean, have you heard about Ric Flair?
I don't even know what that old man is doing.
Basically, well, like you said, old man being an old man, spending a lot of money at a pizza restaurant, getting pissed off, and having complaint. You've heard of it?
And doing what?
And complaining towards the staff and everything.
Where'd he go? Chuck E. Cheese?
Oh, that would have been hectic. Nah, it was like
Shakey's.
nah, I mean it's some kind of Florida place. Oh, I love
Pizza
Shakey's.
Loca.
Pizza. Are they still around? Damn.
Yeah, in LA.
Sweet. But yeah, no, I mean basically, he went with his family.
Oh my god.
He got a little,
Yeah.
woo,
Yeah.
and yeah, basically there was something about how the manager was taking too long in the bathroom, and that pissed him off.
Que le valga madre.
I mean,
Like that's the manager's beef. Like if he takes too long, that's on him.
yeah, but yeah, he was complaining to the staff and whatnot, and it's like, hey, what's your name? Justin or whatever the hell his
Oh,
name was. You're
fucking
just a dickhead.
boomer.
He
Fucking
called him a dickhead.
boomer. Yeah.
I don't know, man. Ric Flair is just, dude, shut the hell up and just stay at home, relax. You're rich.
Yeah. Like he has no reason to be starting shit.
No, he doesn't.
Ever since that fucking episode of Dark Side of the Brain, that fool shouldn't be going anywhere.
No, he shouldn't. No, he should not.
All right, what's
Indeed,
the next
man.
thing?
Oh, and the last thing, man. Have you heard about Drew Gulak?
Yeah, they got let go.
Yeah, he got let go, but yeah, but there. If this stuff ends up being true, then probably a good thing. So it turns out that
Oh, the whole Ronda Rousey shit.
not even that, bro. I think Ronda Rousey initiated it. We don't know if that's like true or not.
Okay. For the Ronda Rousey shit, I wouldn't trust her 100%
I wouldn't either.
because she is a fucking liar and a fucking crybaby. So those are two things that don't mix well.
Right, right.
But there could be some truth to it, but not that whole part truth.
Here's the thing. So that who knows? But here's the thing. Like other unnamed people have come out from the NXT Performing Center place. That he was actually not the best trainer. Like he was very like he would use racial and like sexual slurs towards trainees. He would
Oh yeah.
and he would try to target like injured areas. He would try to break them again, supposedly to toughen them up. But it's like
Well,
I don't
okay,
know.
because I know why he would do that, like the whole toughening
Well,
up
but he
thing.
was aiming for like
Because no, yeah, because that's the whole fucking old school wrestling mentality. You gotta see who was the one who trained him, and if you see who the one who trained him, then you can sort of puzzle everything together and see like, okay, the whole rush, like the whole speech shit, that's totally on him. But the whole way of training, like as far as the whole toughening up thing, you actually have to go back and see who trained him.
yeah, but I just feel there's a way to like train them without actually hurting them. Like rough them up, sure. Like get them
No,
know.
and I don't think it's about hurting them, like hurting them, but just to make them aware, like, dude, if you're injured, that's like the one part you have to protect. Like, you don't.
Right, right. But then I mean, if you're just training, don't try to like injure that spot again. You might take away their career, you know? Like, I don't know, man.
Well, yes and no, but there's a whole point to it, and I fucking get why he does that, and I fucking get it because there's a whole boxing, a whole old school mentality to it. It's not so much to actually hurt them; it's just to make them aware, like how to move your body in a certain way to protect certain spot. It's not to actually hurt you.
I mean, from
If this will actually hit them hard, that's a whole different shit.
that's the thing. That's
But
what they're saying, man, that they would actually
but if he would actually like do the movement to make it look like he's gonna go for it, and these fools by instinct he go like, okay, like they move a certain way, that's a whole different shit. But if this fool actually went for it like full head on, then yeah, that was fucked.
yeah, I think that's what they were implying, dude, that he was
And if
going head into the injured spots.
yeah, if like actually hurting, then yeah. But
Yeah.
like I was just saying, if he was just making it seem like he's actually going for it, but he
Nah,
just
he went for it.
okay, then yeah, that's a whole different shit. But I actually do understand that whole mentality, but not to the whole point of actually making contact, if you know what I mean.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like 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 you get them to think like, okay, I gotta defend this part, but not like
Not
fuck,
hurt your opponent.
like fucker, we're training.
Exactly. You're
I don't know how
training.
to
Training.
I don't know how to do this fucking reversal yet. I don't know how to do this grapple yet.
Exactly. So don't
Like
try
if
to hurt them yet.
if you want me to actually instinctively do a reversal, I'm gonna sock you as hard as I can, and if I knock you out, that's on you. But if we're doing a wrestling training, I don't know how to do that yet.
Exactly.
So uh,
There's a way, man.
there's a
I want to.
way, but I want to see what happens next.
Well, he
If
still.
something does happen like out of it, like I'm not saying like oh if he got let go or not. I'm talking about like if he's like the only one that's doing that.
Gotcha.
Because keep in mind, if there's wherever there's one dude doing that, there's usually two or three more.
That's possible. Yeah. Well.
So like it's probably not even his. It wasn't even his idea. It's probably like somebody from the training center who's doing that
Yeah.
too. So
We'll see, man.
we'll see how fucked it is.
Indeed, but well, for now, man, I think it's about time to go ahead and answer those questions, right?
All right.
All right. Well, we'll have to we'll do that on the next episode, guys. But yeah, thanks for sticking around. If y'all want to see your questions get answered, tune into the next one. All right, we got some interesting ones, man.
I'm not gonna say shit yet.
All right, we'll see you guys in the next episode.
Happy.